Monday, 8 o'clock, Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea welcome Everton to Stamford Bridge. It is a must-win game if we are to mount any sort of serious challenge to take us towards European places come the end of this season. Here to help discuss the game with me, to break it down in all details and just to have a general chat about where we are right now is my good friend and channel fan favourite, Josh Aveste. Josh, what's happening, mate?
All good. I'm ready to talk Everton. We're going to do them. You want Sean Dyche as your manager. I mean, what more is there to say?
I don't want Sean Dyche as my manager.
He literally just said he does. He literally has just said it.
Guys, you're going to have to settle a debate here. I said that I don't think Mauricio Pochettino has done a better job so far this season than Sean Dyche would have been able to with this Chelsea side. Am I right or am I wrong?
He's not right. I can tell you that now.
If I'm wrong, I don't want to hear from you. But if I'm right, definitely get all the praise. Get loving me up in the comment section. Tell everyone I'm right about this one.
The question that you really want to ask is who's better in a pub, and it is Sean Dyche. And
it would be Dyche.
That would solve it.
It would be Dyche.
Yeah. Would he be the best in the Premier League?
What, in terms of all the managers to go for a drink with?
Yeah. Because Pep would be too serious.
Nah, boring.
I reckon Andrew would be quite fun.
You know who I could? You know who I could? You say that, right? You know who I could imagine going down the pub with and thinking, oh yeah, you'll be all right. They get absolutely battered, end up starting fights and everything, taking offence to everyone says, and that's Jurgen Klopp. I think he'd be wild on a night out.
But do you want that or do you not?
I'll tell you who else would have been wild on a night out. Tommy Tuchel.
Oh, he would have been fun. I mean, to be fair, he was doing that when he was at Chelsea.
We've heard a few rumours. Let's not get bogged down in all of that. No, I'd probably, I'd probably say that, I don't know, Postecoglou would be good fun.
I reckon Postecoglou might be the one, because he does seem like a decent bloke. But
what's the Luton manager called again? What's his name?
Oh, Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards.
Good-looking bloke, though. He'd steal all your girls, wouldn't he?
Not me. Not me. I think I'd be able to bat him off. He'd be good fun. He would be good fun. Sean Dyche has not done what I thought he would have done at Everton this season.
What did you think?
Mate, I thought he might get him like around 12.
No, they're a basket case. They're in trouble, Everton. Even if they stay up this year, they're still in trouble.
Yeah. So officially, they've had how many points deducted now? 6. Right. Did they not get another 2 yesterday?
They did. So they got reduced to 4, and then it was 2 more.
Hard to keep up with, isn't it?
Didn't
you just wish everyone would just stop breaking the rules? Like, it's so simple, isn't it?
I don't know why people keep doing it.
So clear and obvious. Stop breaking the rules,
do you know the fact that we don't even know that? There are points deductions mid-season. Like, bring in the luxury tax, mate. Let us just spend whatever we fucking want.
Buzzing for this luxury tax, by the way.
Buzzing for it. I think Todd's buzzing for it. I think Bear Dad's buzzing for it.
Do you think we get it brought in before we get our punishment?
Punishment?
Well, apparently the Russian fella that used to own the club and he'd done some dodgy dealings or something.
Mate, we're not getting punished.
No
way. We're in the Big Six. I don't know if you've heard that, but exactly. Big Six people don't get punished.
No, if anything, we should be rewarded.
Yeah. I mean, look, mate, 17 votes to 3. Luxury tax is going to come in. It will come in the summer. Everything will be forgiven and we'll get our dodgy sponsorships and we'll, continuing being the best club in England.
But before we get into all that, I want to tell you lot about my bet this weekend. And that bet is being placed with today's video sponsors, StakeMate, who, by the way, are offering you a £5 free bet. All you need to do is click the link in the description to this video. That is going to take you to the StakeMate app. And then when placing your bet, you put in my discount code Joey5. Now, after using many different betting apps and websites, I can honestly vouch that StakeMate have the simplest, most easy to use app. And I am going to prove that to you by placing this weekend's bet now. So starting off, I am going to go with Tottenham to continue the Champions League push and beat Newcastle. I am then going to go with Brentford to beat Sheffield United. I'm going to go with Burnley to get the surprise win beating Brighton. And then I'm going to finish the bet with Wolves to win away at struggling Nottingham Forest. And at the time of recording, after betting just £5 of my own money, none of your money if you use my discount code, that bet stands to win me just over £185. Now, if I did win £185, the first thing that I would be doing is rushing to tell my friends about my winnings. But on StakeMate, I wouldn't even need to leave the app, because StakeMate now have the squads feature, which is my favourite feature on this app. You can swap bets with friends, you can share bets, and you can even copy your friends' bets if you think that they are going to be lucky. So make sure you are quick, because it is a limited time offer. £5 for free on your accumulator when you use my discount code Joey5. How are you going to do it? You are going to click the link in the description. It's going to take you to the StakeMate app, and there you have it. Please remember that StakeMate is a betting app, meaning you do need to be 18 years old or over to use it. You also need to be living inside the UK. And most importantly, as always, we all need to remember to gamble responsibly. Thank you very much to StakeMate. Let's get into the video. Once we do get the old luxury tax brought in, what's the first thing you go and do?
I mean, I'd go to Harrods personally and just spend everything there. Have a good right piss up.
What'd you do if you won the lottery?
What would be the first thing I did?
What's the first thing
I think I'd like to buy 3 houses, one in London and basically next to, as close as I possibly could, to Stamford Bridge. One in Barbados to just enjoy the beach. And then maybe Italy for the food. Probably do that.
Yeah.
And then just, spunk it on fast cars and private jets. You?
First thing I do, Thailand.
Trip. I like the trip. I'm going for the houses because then I get the trip.
Yeah. No, Thailand for me. I don't need a house. Nice little shack with a hammock outside.
Love it.
Couple of edibles on the guard. Love it. Have a good fun out in Thailand.
Have we got a pact now? If we win it, we're gonna make that happen. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a house and you'll buy
I'll
me
buy
Thailand.
the
Yeah. So look, we've had a little chat. Anyone that saw the video that dropped yesterday will know that you're not the most confident going into this game.
No. You're bullish for the rest of the season. I've never known. Can I just say, right? We do get labelled delusional every now and then, and those predictions, I'm worried about what the comments are going to say, because I thought I was being optimistic, and you went even more confident.
Funny enough, I've been labelled delusional before I even started podcasting. So
yeah, I'm not feeling that excited about this one. I just think Everton are our kryptonite, and we are so bad against the bottom half, and they're going to be up for it after the points deduction. Whether it's 4, 6, 8 or 10, they're going to be up for it, and I think that is going to be all she wrote for us, to be honest with you. I could see a last-minute goal.
Yeah.
Maybe again.
I mean, if we're going on the form, this is the match we draw, isn't it? Win one, lose one, draw one. Oh, no, we drew the last one.
No, we drew against Sheffield United,
right.
so we should
losing.
deck them here.
So we're losing this one.
No, we're not going to lose.
No,
we're unbeaten, mate, in how many games?
Mate, what is it? We've only been beat once in 11 games.
There you go.
Is that what it is?
No, it's not. Yeah, that was 11 games ago.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Are we
normal time,
unbeaten in 90 minutes in 11 games?
I think so, something like that. I think it was 10. I think it's 10 now.
We're pretty good, aren't we?
I think we are pretty good, to be fair.
Good, aren't we?
Yeah. I don't know why everyone's getting on Pochettino's back.
No, me neither. Is there who's the danger man for Everton? Who's the player that you think we have to pay most attention to as Chelsea? Or do we just go out there and play our own game and hope for the best?
Probably Onana. I reckon he's going to get a big money move, isn't he?
Well, how big is big money?
I could see him playing for Arsenal, you know.
Dude, really?
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they'd get like him, maybe like Douglas Luiz, someone like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to need one more in that midfield Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
you look at the way they're deploying Kai Havertz now. It was an 8 at first. Now it's looking like they are using him as a 9 more often than not.
Fucking hell, he's good as well, mate, isn't he? Fucking hell.
He's brilliant,
what a
mate.
player.
Kai Havertz, King Kai.
Fucking hell.
Mate, when you spend 65 million for a guy that scored the winner in a Champions League final, all you're wanting is for him to put away penalties against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I don't, it's not.
I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted we've lost him. I really am.
Oh, mate, imagine this season where we would be if we had Kai Havertz instead of Cole Palmer.
It would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? I reckon we'd probably be winning the league if we had Kai Havertz up top.
I'd say Cole Palmer's similar sort of standards to Kai Havertz, innit? They're both just pen merchants.
Yeah.
Really,
They've got nothing more to. I mean, Jackson probably similar standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's not worry about the stats.
Don't
never
worry
look
about
at the stats or the data. Don't worry about the actual goals or assists. Don't look at that.
How many is he actually on, old Kai Havertz?
Fuck all.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. The grand total of fuck all.
14 goals and assists, isn't it?
Not that much.
No, it's not that much. How many is Cole Palmer on?
Like 24, 25, maybe even more than that.
37 or so.
Yeah.
Any players that you'd take off Everton? I like the young boy. What's it, Bramthwaite?
Bramthwaite, I like him a lot. I saw a rumour the other day about, wouldn't it be the most Chelsea signing in the world if we signed Calvert-Lewin?
No, thank you.
That would be the most Chelsea signing of history. Overpaying for an English player who's injury prone.
Would he score goals?
No.
Do you not think he would?
He doesn't score goals for Everton.
Yeah.
So
Don't know, though.
I can't think of
do.
many more that
Might
I'd
do.
take. Hey?
He might score goals for us.
He wouldn't score goals.
He's the sort of striker I like for a Chelsea. I mean, he needs to be a million times better than him, but, you know.
I mean, would you're joking now. You wouldn't actually
If we're going to go and get an English striker, though, we'd probably...
Tammy.
Tammy, really? Who would be your
Tammy.
signing as an English striker in the summer? If you go and get any English striker,
I mean,
barring
Harry Kane.
Barring Kane. Barring Kane.
I mean, probably Tony, right?
Really?
You'd have to say Tony, wouldn't you?
Would you have Tony over Watkins?
I would have Tony over. Would you?
Yeah, I don't even know if Watkins is necessarily an out-and-out number 9.
I don't even know if
Sometimes I
Watkins is that good. Is that mad to say?
Oh, that's harsh.
I know he scored a lot of goals, but I don't actually know if he is that good.
Yeah.
He's shit for
I
England.
mean, I've won a lot of fights, but I'm still shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I keep hearing. I mean, you know, all these guys keep saying it. I keep believing it. Like, if all these people keep saying it. Yeah. I've heard about that chin, mate.
No chin, pretty stiff, about 40 years old, apparently. That's what I've had
And
recently.
also a professional boxer at the same time.
It's mad how they've worked out the real way to really, really, get me. Say about his age straight away. He's 40 odd years old. Okay, so let's go with a starting lineup for this game. I want to know your team that you want to see running out there under the lights at Stamford Bridge. Bearing in mind, we're recording this a few days before, and because of that, there may still be some guys come off the injury list. I think that's being too optimistic. What I really mean by that is there may still be a few guys added on to the injury list. That's more realistic, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
So it's not good. But what I am going to do is I am going to be dropping my final thoughts ahead of the game where I will give my starting lineup. That's going to drop on Sunday. But as of today, you can have the big dogs lineup. What are we saying?
Would you say that Colwell, by the way, is the biggest miss of the season now in terms of injuries?
No.
I'm getting to think that he is.
I miss him.
Who do you miss the most?
Do you know what? It's right. Can I give 2?
No.
No. Okay. Right. Then Reece. I know you'll look at that and you'll think, hold on.
I think that's mental.
Yeah,
when you see how good Gusto is.
Gusto's been amazing. I'd have him in the same team as Reece.
Okay, fair enough.
And there'll be people that will go, well, hold on, you'd have never stumbled upon the recipe for success, which is obviously Melo. Gusto had Reece James been there, but I do think that sooner rather than later, someone would have worked out, in training at least, that these two are too good to not be on the same pitch at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So I think my biggest miss would probably be Reece still. But you know who... I think you can guess who I'm going to go with, and it is mental that I'm actually saying this as in, like, this guy's a massive, massive miss. But who do you think I'll go with?
Nkunku?
No, Lavia.
Nah.
I feel like our season would be different had we have had Lavia as a rotational option. I feel like the low point of the season was that game at Old Trafford away at Man United when they played us off the park, and our midfield just got overrun straight away. There wasn't the legs there. I feel like Lavia would have given us such a different option in midfield this season. I feel like it would have freed up Enzo's game, put a little bit of pressure off of Caicedo, and I just honestly think that would have been a big one. Nkunku, he's got to be up there as a big, big miss. If we're going important players, but just a bracket below that, I think that it will forever be understated what an important player Carnage Chukwuemeka would have been for us this season. So
100%.
He's one that I miss. And then also, when I look at our defensive frailties, you're saying Levi Colwell there. Definitely, 100%. There's a chance if he could stay injury-free, you're going to say Fofana. I mean, did you ever see a bad performance from Fofana?
No, I think he's been quality.
I've always thought he looked good.
Yeah, I thought he really did. And yeah, look, the problem is with him now is we don't know how good he actually is anymore. Because when he comes back, we really don't know. But I do think, like, looking at the games recently, if you had a proper, out-and-out centre-back, good in the air, dominant, got leadership qualities, is good at distributing the ball, slows the game down. I think Levi Colwell is the one for me. So if you're ranking it for me, obviously Reece is probably number 1, Colwell is probably number 2, and then I'd probably take Nkunku number 3, and then Lavia. Because I think while they need a rest, I still think the quality of Caicedo and Enzo is there.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Anyway, I need to answer your question, mate, because you asked me about my lineup.
Yes.
So shall I get into that?
Get into the lineup.
So, The goalkeeper one, I actually found this difficult for the first time in a while.
Are you joking?
No, I'm actually not joking this time. I'm actually not joking.
You think Petrovic has been subpar?
I really like Petrovic, and I think we were right in our, vociferousness about keeping him in the team.
Oh, it's very vociferousness. This.
You were. You really were. And so I get it. I have to say I would still stick with him, but this is the first game in a while where I've gone, maybe Sanchez might be the better shout in this game. Can I give the reasons why?
No.
Is he that shit for you?
See that save that Petrovic pulled off at the far post?
Yes, great save.
It was sort of the looping header. It was going there. I don't know whether the player was shooting or whether he was putting it into a dangerous position or a bit of both, like we know we do sometimes. But Sanchez don't get to that. Then there's a few times when even, mate, like, do you know this is mad, right? Because we were sold this vision of the ball-playing goalkeeper. Petrovic's better with his feet than Sanchez is.
I think so too.
Sanchez is more confident with his feet than Petrovic maybe is. Yeah. And that confidence is very much mistaken a lot of the time because it gets us in a lot of trouble. But I think Petrovic's better with his feet. I think Petrovic's a better shot saver. Will Petrovic be our number one for years to come? At the moment, I hope he starts number one next season. I think that the money that we're going to be able, hopefully, with the old luxury tax to be able to spend on this team would be wisely invested in other positions before you look at that goalkeeping position. So for that reason, I hope he is. But yeah, at the moment, despite a couple of nervy, like realistically, how many goals is there recently that you can go, yeah, that's the goalkeeper's fault? I know there is. There's probably one. There's maybe two if you're being hypercritical. But how many goals this season could you say with Sanchez?
I think near post Petrovic against Sheffield United, and I think the the drawing goal for Burnley.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that's pretty bad, isn't it? For a goalkeeper.
It is pretty bad, but it's 2 in 20 games?
Yeah, and this is what, look, I'm not saying I would change it, but this is the first game where I've gone, maybe actually Sanchez would be better in the air, better for last minute crosses coming in, because we know what's going to happen. Everton are going to load the box, try and get headers and win them. Maybe, as you're right, Petrovic is the best guy to do it, but I'm thinking there might be an argument for Sanchez. But let's go Petrovic.
Let's go Petrovic.
So, Petrovic there, I'm hoping amongst everything, I'm praying, I'm sitting up at night and I'm going, please, Gusto be fit. For Gusto to be involved in this game. Hopefully he will be. I think it seems like he was rested.
I think he will be. It looked like he was rested to me.
Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right. Then I've gone for the right-hand side. Basically, I thought a third choice now, centre-back, Trevor Chalobah.
He is our third choice, but we had a chat off camera the other day. I think he should be given another contract. I think Trevor Chalobah is such a good player, man. I think he's one player, and these players are so undervalued in today's game. It's brilliant having players that give you a 9, but most players that give you a 9 can also give you a 5. The best ones can give you a 9, and if they're not on it, they might give you a 7.5. But some players can fluctuate in their performances so much, whereas Trevor Chalobah, I just always feel like you're going to get a 7.5 out of him. And that's a credit to him.
I really do. Do you know what's so sad is that he will inevitably go, and this conversation will be completely irrelevant, because as much as we like him and we rate him, basically he'll be involved in the offload that we do in the summer to raise the 100 million for the PSR reasons. I mean, we've got to raise 100 million before we even sign Osman. So
that's the problem. Would you lot have Trevor Chalobah here next season, or do you think he should go in the summer? Let us know in the comments. Let me know who you're pairing Trev with.
I'm pairing him with Thiago Silva in this game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Not bad. Not bad. It's too early probably to give my team. I would maybe say that in transition of the ball, getting it from defence to attack, Thiago Silva's probably our weakest link there, the slowest to get the ball forward. And the most sort of up for a sideways pass here and there. But yeah, it's not a bad one. Let's be honest, we're picking between underwhelming and underwhelming at the moment.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest though. Come on, if we're going 1v1, Thiago Silva's a better defender than Disasi.
1,000,000%.
And even more so than Badiashile.
That makes me think that you put Disasi as a better defender than Badiashile.
I do. Right now, yeah.
I think Badiashile's probably. I think Badiashile technically is miles better.
When he came when he came to Chelsea, I agreed with you, but he's been so poor recently, so poor. Like leaving 2 players on the back post against Man United. Like, he just didn't even look. It was just so obvious.
He was really, really good. And I was looking at things when he came in last season. We're having a shit season, but I was looking at it and I was going, oh, I tell you what, a little backline next season of Reece, bearing in mind, don't really know about Malagusto at this point, little backline next season of Reece James, Fofana, Badiashile and Chilwell. I was licking my lips at that.
Yeah.
And look how it's gone.
Mate, let's just talk about this for a second. Guehi, better defender. Tomori, better defender.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You missed one there.
Who else?
Zuma. I would say.
I'm not sure
I would
about
say
Zuma.
when he ain't kicking cats out the window, he's not a bad defender. You know,
Yeah,
Zuma.
I'm not sure. He hasn't set the world on fire at West Ham. That's a debatable one, but I could see. I kind of agree. Right, then I'm going to go. Let's go back to the team for this game. I'm going to go for Cucurella on the left-hand side.
Yep, like it.
Don't think Chilwell's going to be fit. Even if he was fit, mate, your favourite player at Chelsea right now is Cucurella. We've decided that.
He
we
is
know that.
not my favourite player. But
You do rate him, though.
But, mate.
You do
know
rate
what?
him.
Do you know what? My barber's left the shop.
Go on, tell the truth. Give us the secrets.
Cucurella's a much better player at the minute for Chelsea than Chilwell is.
There you go.
I'm only saying it because I'm not going to bump into him in the barber shop and he's going to give me a slap or something. Yeah.
Do you think he would be better with cornrows, Cucurella? Do you think if he went for the hair
Do
change?
you know what it is, right? I only could imagine Cucurella with two hairstyles. That's the one he's got and a completely shaved head. They're
Really?
the only ones I can imagine him with. Like, obviously, Malo Gusto goes to the cornrows. Are they cornrows that he goes with? Cornrows? I don't really know, but I know David A used to have them and I fucking loved that man growing up. Still do.
Yeah. Do you think he would go into like his next evolution, his like final form? Do you think he'd become like a better player if he shaved his head?
He'd look Italian if he shaved his head.
I think he might become better.
Like,
There must be something in the
bear
eye
with
line.
this, yeah.
Go on.
Not Chiellini. Who's the one next to him?
Bonucci.
Bonucci, right?
Ooh.
Cucurella with a shaved head is Bonucci vibes.
I mean,
isn't it?
a lot shorter, but you know, we never worry about height in this show.
Don't worry about it. Listen, we're all the same height, lying down, love. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's dummy. That
Midfield?
Right. So then midfield. I mean, can you change it? No, not really.
Well, you can, because I don't want to fucking see Gallagher left wing.
Yeah.
That was shit, wasn't it?
No, but then that tells you everything you need to know. You know my three, don't you?
Mate, I'd love, like, obviously the dream is to have Lavia here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Even
I'd love
Ugachukwu. Yeah.
No. Do you know what, mate? I think I would change it.
What would you do?
I think I'd take... Right, if Caicedo gets a yellow card, he's out of the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we probably need Caicedo in this match against a team like Everton that will make it a bit physical, rough
Probably
and
will
tough.
get yellow cards.
It probably will get a yellow
Yeah.
card. I feel like we always need Enzo in
Yeah.
whatever match because I feel like he gives us that option from midfield. He helps the game tick over well. So I think I'll drop Conor Gallagher.
That is the first time I think you've ever said that.
Yeah.
Why are you dropping him in this game in particular?
I think 4 out of the last 5 games, I think he's been underwhelming. Is that harsh?
He has scored some goals, hasn't he, Joe?
Yeah.
He has scored
Is it
some
harsh?
goals. I mean, he scored goals in very big games.
Okay. Well, if we're going on goals scored, then maybe Kai Havertz is worth that.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what, mate? I think there's a rationale for it.
I'm just thinking.
I think there's a rationale for it.
I am just thinking this, right? Are you telling me that if I say to you, by the way, mate, pivot Enzo Caicedo, but does the idea of Cassidy in there ahead of Conor Gallagher not make you a little bit horny?
No, it makes me feel sick.
That
Do you know
doesn't-
what? Do you know what makes me feel horny?
What?
Other than you, Carney.
Oh, obviously Carney.
Now that makes me excited.
Obviously Carney.
So Cassidy, he can stay on the bench.
Mm.
Carney, get him in there.
I was forgetting he was even fit and available.
He
there.
is fit and available.
Yeah.
He's been fit and
Well, then
available
it's
for
a
ages.
no-brainer. That's a no-brainer for me. I'm firm on that. Carney's got to be in there ahead of Conor Gallagher. in
You've
this one.
changed my mind.
Yeah.
You've
You've
changed-
charmed me.
You've charmed me once again. Slap Carney in there. We'll give Gallagher a break. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
Yeah.
You know, he's only just
He's
scored
not
some
bad
goals
coming off the
recently.
bench. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about him. Then you got our best player by an absolute country mile, Cole Palmer.
Yep.
And then you got our favourite player by country mile,
Mikhailo Mudryk.
Raheem Sterling. No, Mikhailo Mudryk on the other side.
And then Jacko through the middle.
Jacko through the middle. By the way, we've heard a few rumours, by the way, that Chelsea are considering selling Raheem Sterling. We've heard a few whispers.
Mate. Do you know my heart just went there? And that was the pennies just dropped for me, how I feel about this man. And I've known it. Do you know what I thought you were going to tell me there?
What?
I thought you were going to tell me we've heard rumours about selling Nicholas Jackson. And when you said it, I thought, you fuckers. That's
Why
mad.
would we sell him?
This season's been a fucking roller coaster.
It has.
I
And
remember
do you know what?
thinking
We've
he
had
was
fun.
the Drogba regen.
Yeah.
Then I thought, oh my God, this bloke's the worst player I've ever seen in my life. And now I'm like, mate, I think Jackson's class.
Yeah.
He's just not a goal scoring number 9.
How
is
are you
he?
going to
And
feel?
I don't know if he'll ever evolve into that.
How are you going to feel? Well, we do love an evolution, you know. I hope it does happen. But how are you going to feel when, you know, it's Sheshko playing up top and Jackson's on the bench?
I don't know if he will be on the bench. Like, you're going to hate this, and I know I'm going to offend you by saying this, but as a starter on the wing, I think Nicholas Jackson offers you just as much, if we're going on past performances, more
I know what you're going to
than
say.
Mikhailo Mudryk offers you.
I know what you're going to say. That hurts me so much.
But is there any validity to
there
it?
is, and that's why it hurts, Joey,
Yeah.
because you're telling me the truth.
Yeah.
The truth hurts
The old
sometimes.
Jacko Raban, he's very, very good of the wing.
He is.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a winger.
I think he is. I think he's a left winger. Do you remember that match? What was the match? It was Luton away when
Yeah.
Jackson played on a wing.
Who was up top? Can you remember?
Broja.
Oh, yeah,
Broja.
bro. Yeah.
Obviously, he had to go. He heard Fulham calling. He's absolutely smashing it. So.
God, yeah. All those match day squads he's in. We've earned that £4 million
What's
bonus.
happened,
He's
man?
done.
Why
It's-
don't you get in the team?
Well, there's something political going on, but also why have we sanctioned the move? It just shows
yeah,
you how
Fulham
shit.
hate the Albanians, don't they?
I don't know about that.
Nah, joking.
I just think they don't want to pay the bill.
I love the Albanians, by the way.
Yeah, that's that simple. They got a £4 million check coming and they don't want to pay it.
Mate, what are we getting for Broja?
We'd be lucky if we got 10. We'd be lucky if we got 10, which is such a damning indictment because that guy's career has been half decent before we've ruined it.
No, we ain't ruined it.
Come on.
He fucking ruined it.
How?
When he got injured against Villa.
It's not really his fault though, is it?
It was his leg.
It was his leg.
Yeah.
To be
exactly.
fair, I
Gotta
mean,
take
with that
take
scenario,
accountability. If I
Yeah.
go into the shop next door now and I help myself to a load of the grenade bars they've got on the counter, I just put them in there and then go, oh no, it was me doing it. It was my hand that actually did it. You know, you take accountability for your limbs.
we do love a grenade bar, and if they do want to sponsor us, we'd love that.
White chocolate grenade bar.
They
is
are
my,
fucking good.
Oh, that's my go-to on the diet.
I do love those as well. I absolutely cane those. Even the caramel ones, they're good.
Yeah.
Cookie dough.
Yeah, good stuff. They are good stuff. So yeah, bro, I'm not doing too well. He'll probably be back in the summer. We'll try and move him on. I'm guessing. I do think he could go and bang goals in Serie A, maybe. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I think he'd be brilliant in Serie A. I could see him going to AC and absolutely smashing it up.
Speaking of smashing it up, that starting 11 you've just named there, is it good enough to get us a win?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in the East Up. I'm watching the game. And we're probably going to be as excited as we were against the Burnley boys when we were there together. But I don't think we will get a win in this one. I'm sorry to say, I think it probably will be a draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Dixon the Tuhu.
We do concede 2 goals quite often, Joe. I don't know if you know this.
Mate, go on, tell me.
I think it's literally 8 games in a row.
What, that we've conceded 2 or more?
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's bad.
That is really bad. Should keep a clean sheet here then.
Should do, yeah.
Always back against the trend. That's what I always say. So you're going for a 2-all draw.
Yeah, what are
I
you
am
going
for a 3-1 Chelsea win. The wheels start turning again, and we drive that train all the way into those Europa Conference League spots. And what did I say at the start of the season? All I want is Conference League.
You did say that.
Don't look for the receipts.
Yeah.
Trust me. I said it.
You just said Europe.
Europe.
You just said, I like Europe. I've gone on holiday there a few times. I'd like to go there again. And actually, you said, I'd like to go to some new places. So the
Exactly.
Conference League is the best thing to do.
I bet you Tenerife have a team in the Conference League.
Mate, you would love that.
I'd
You'd be down there in a
fucking
heartbeat.
love it.
Where else would you want to go in Europe in some far-flung, Conference League trips? Where haven't you gone that you'd like to go to?
I've been to Amsterdam 9 times.
They're probably not going to be in the
there.
Conference League.
Prague, I'd like to go to.
Oh,
Apparently, that's
yeah.
a good piss up. Good for a little stag do weekend. I tell you what, is there?
Cyprus, mate.
Yeah.
Cyprus.
Oh yeah.
Cyprus would be fun.
Who have Cyprus got? Applewell Nicosia.
Yeah, Limassol as well. They've got a good team.
Limassol.
Yeah.
Limassol.
Yeah.
I tell you what. What about Bulgarian Premier League? Do they have anyone like Sofia or someone like that?
They're a good team. Yeah, they could be in the
Sunny,
Conference League.
I went to Sunny Beach, Bulgaria. It was quite nice. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a laugh.
It nearly got robbed by an old bloke with a horse and cart though. He fucking He was a right knob. He
I
was.
thought, can you not keep up with him? You're quite fast.
No, I actually accepted a lift off him and then he tried to charge me.
Oh, I see. He
Yeah.
wasn't running away from you.
I thought he just wanted to give me a lift. I thought, fucking, what a nice bloke. Some old fella rocking up on a horse and cart. And then when I got off, he's just like, money, money. And I'm like, listen, take, gets you nowhere in the world, mate. You know what I mean? It's about giving every now and again. I would have fucking done him as well. Do you know, that's the thing.
You thought about it?
I thought about it, but I thought I'm in a random country in sunny beach, Bulgaria. He's going to click his fingers and have about 20 Bulgarian football hooligans all on me.
They've got your name now, mate. They're ready for you. They've seen this video. And when
they
you go to
would've-
Sofia,
Big
straight
Bulgarian
away.
following on this channel. If you're Bulgarian, get in the comments
get
section.
in the comments. Yeah, I'd love to see any Bulgarian
So I'm going
fans.
3-1 win. You're going to all draw. Let us know what you lot are going for. What do you think the score will be? If you've got time, I love reading your starting lineups, man. So please, please, please get them in the comment section below. Make sure you head over to Josh's channel, which is linked in the description to this video. As well as that, we have got Steakmate linked in the description. So make sure you head over there. I will see you all in the next one.